already clicked the button. That's embarrassing.
That,
We're
that
live.
Yes, I got it in.
that's the intro. That's the
Yes,
intro right there, guys.
I'm back, baby.
And
Hi, hello, howdy. Welcome back to another episode of the Valkyrie Epoch, a
Sorry,
Starfinder
kids,
story
Mom.
here on the Dude Where's My Drift Twitch channel. I am a friendly neighborhood K here to murder my players tonight, and we're going to end this whole show. Anyway, besides
Hey,
that,
friendly neighborhood K.
If you're gonna do
yeah,
it on any night,
yeah.
you should definitely do it on the night.
Yeah, so welcome back, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm joined, as always, by three of my four fine friends, with one player currently
Doing stuff.
slain by work. Let's leave it at that.
Doing
He has
stuff.
been slain by work efforts this past week, but he is here in spirit. Tonight we have Clue, Doge, and Aaliyah. How are y'all doing tonight?
Hi, everybody. Hello.
Not bad.
I'm alive.
I
I had
too am
chicken
alive.
nuggies for dinner.
I'm doing very
Feeling
well,
good.
though.
Do you have a fun question for us?
I do have a fun question for you, I guess. Yeah. What would your character's iconic weapon as a slasher villain be?
You're really on the slasher villain thing, and I'm starting to get
Really?
concerned.
Really? If I was the slasher villain, that's the pretense here.
If art was, yes. I'm trying to keep with a horror kind of theme with the questions, and slasher ones I feel like are just my natural go-to.
I don't know that art would ever be in a slasher. Maybe a thriller.
Cause this is Thriller.
Yeah, I don't know what Luke would use. I think maybe I don't know. Maybe just some good piano wire or something like that.
I think art would knock people to death with a book. The good word.
I was like, art would kill people with pink slips. There you go. I was gonna say with rocks because
he mostly kills people with economic policies that his company inadvertently employs on gentrified areas. So
I mean, that's its own kind of horror movie villain right there.
Yeah, that's just reality, baby.
Luke would use a piano wire. What would Winnie do? What would Winnie's iconic thing be?
So she's not really like a murder you up close kind of person like that. So I want to say she'd be some kind of studying Scarlet Sherlock murderer with poison situation, trying to be real smart about it, even though she's not real smart, but we're going to pretend that she is for a moment here.
Would Winnie actually be Jigsaw?
That's what I was thinking. Is Winnie would be like Jigsaw with alternate reality bullshit she summons.
Okay, that would actually be pretty dope.
Just
yes.
Rube Goldberg projects from across the dimension.
Yeah, yeah, that actually is great. We'll go with that.
Actually, all of her stuff is subbed out by OK Go. It's weird.
A lot of treadmills in that.
A lot of treadmills, and weirdly, there was just this one week there was just dogs. I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah, I dig that. I like that for her.
Hell yeah. I take it too. All right. So last time when we played, I think I was just in the process of traumatizing your characters one by one. And you guys helped me along with that, including with Luke kind of flashing Winnie a little bit. Go saw what Winnie was up to last time when Leo was unable to play.
Kind of. I think that was
exploring
the
depths.
Yeah, I was gonna say there
all
was
day long.
Facility
there wasn't
here.
A flash, baby. That was just him walking out naked.
Yeah, he went whole hog with that one.
That was just full dong.
Full dong.
All right. And and we ended where you all were meeting up for some lunch when suddenly you started hearing shouts and screams and cries for help and saw people running towards the green fields. Deciding to investigate it, you all started charging up that way. And that's where we're going to pick up with the four of you kind of running back into the green field, and here you see there is absolute chaos and devastation all around as you kind of come in here. This formerly pristine green park and waterway is no longer either of those things, as there is a big hole kind of torn in the wall up here to the very north, where you are all just barely able to make out a large insectoid like monster shrieking and raising massive scythe lock like claws up in the air. And all around you see different insects and very quickly and easily recognized swarm components swarming around. There are various other guests strewn about in this park doing battle with these things, and some of them already laying dead or wounded upon the ground. The grass is torn up. There's fire spreading all around. The blue water on this map is actually turning tinged a little bit of red with what seems to be blood from the brawl ensuing on out
Those
here.
filters are ruined. Those
And
filters is ruined.
I need all of you to please go ahead and roll me initiative checks.
Yay!
While I'm doing that, I'm going to grab Luke and slap him.
Okay.
What was that for?
Are we dreaming? Is this a dream?
Luke
I
is
mean-
literally like, what was that for?
You guys all
I just
rolled
needed to
your
check if we were dreaming,
will
and I didn't
saves
know
or,
that I would
your
work.
saves for this earlier. So yeah, you're all here, and this is what you all are seeing. You all see the same basic scene.
Damn. Everybody's initiative.
Well, this is
so
not
much
good.
better than mine.
Yeah. I mean, Luke's an
Yes.
operative, so
Yeah, Luke gun on Luke.
yeah.
All right.
It ain't a fluke.
And that means we're going to be starting off with Luke. What are you doing? So, like I said, there's, as you guys see, there's like several different crowds and groups of people where there's a couple other guests who are being attacked individually. There's small groups of guests being attacked by small groups. There is a trio of swarm components that all look towards you guys immediately as you kind of come out of this stairwell here, directly to your north, and another one off to the west of you across the waterway.
Well, I don't like any of this. Can I? I'm gonna move. Probably towards this big thing. And I'm gonna move here. And as I move, you see Luke had what appeared to be just like a typical cane that he pulls a sword out the end of it. And can I do a knowledge check on Swarm? Does Luke know about Swarm?
I don't know, make me a life science check, I guess.
All right. I don't know if these dice are gonna piss me off tonight or not again.
I tell you what, you have not been a great ad for them.
They were working. They were. All right. Well, now there they go. Whatever. Weird. That's not even what I rolled on the dice, but I'll take it.
What the fuck? I don't even
Yeah.
understand what the fuck the concept of this thing is. Then.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna turn them off again. I don't know why. I just can't get them to work consistently. It's so
All right.
frustrating.
With that, you definitely recognize that these are indeed swarm components. You see there's at least 4 different types, so you kind of enjoy a little bit of relief realizing that there's only one Thresher Lord. You do see, however, it seems to be predominantly dredgers with a few Vorfoma and then a couple Convasites.
Well, I don't like any of that. So
The Thresher Lord is the one at the very far end that's kind of there, like it almost looks like it's guarding anyone else from trying to come in at the far end where the wall has been broken in, up there at the very north end of the green fields.
all right. Well, since I moved a little bit, I can't really do anything else besides I'm gonna stab this big boy.
Are you just gonna stab it or are you gonna trick it?
I can't trick it because it's a move action for me to trick.
Oh right, that's right. It's not a full action for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's not full action for me. It's a
That's fine. That's gonna be a hit.
23 against KC though. That is a
Yep,
hit.
that's a hit.
Heck yeah. All right. I never remember what opportunistic does. Oh, this is for AOs. Okay. It's gonna be not great damage. 10 points of piercing damage.
Hey, it all seems to go through, and you just feel your sword cane just kind of slice into this thing. And you look up at it, and it just kind of roars at you. Its massive claw, like frontal mandible, is just like clacking as acid kind of leaks out from around its mouth. But yeah, you have its attention.
Really good.
Yep. At the far end, the Thresher Lord lets out a piercing, keening shriek, and you hear all the swarm around you all echo a little bit. Luke, make me a quick perception check. Make me a quick perception check. I'm getting my
Well, I'm good
things
at perception checks.
backwards.
All right. Well, I rolled a 25.
Okay.
Now do I have to make a will save?
No, not yet. However,
Okay.
you're kind of looking around, and there's something you notice something like where you stabbed this particular swarm component. It does seem to like jerk and move a little bit weirdly, and as you saw all the other ones kind of lift their heads up and shriek, this one did not join in on that. Yeah,
Oh, that's weird.
this is moving a little bit weirdly. Um, and then it is going to be its turn, and it's going to try and take a big bite out of you. Does a 24 hit your EAC?
Yeah. I feel like I already need to get better armor.
All right, that's going to be 10 points of acid damage.
Oof.
And then we have the flying boys. One of these little flying ones is going to come buzzing up over your head and kind of get right here. It is up in the air, so you guys are able to you'll be able to run under it without going through its square. If that makes sense.
How close did it buzz above my head?
I'm saying it's probably about 10 feet up in the air.
All right,
It's probably
so
about it's about eye level with Winnie.
Okay.
It's about eye level with Winnie. I don't know, I'm not sure how tall Winnie is these days. But at that point, I'm going to make an attack on said Winifred.
Well, she had to shrink to get into the amphitheater.
That's going to be a
it's
23 against KAC.
It's good.
Yeah.
36 3/4 feet.
All right, that's going to be 11 points of piercing damage.
Being rude.
I'm trying to write all my shit down and be a good player, and you're over here hitting me.
You know
This little dredger is
bad
going to get
player.
hit. Luke, that's going to be a 30
Yeah.
against
So
KAC.
chaos.
The swarm dredger is trying to hit Luke.
Yep.
Yeah, 30's gonna hit. Jesus Christ.
That's going to be 9 piercing damage.
Okay, that's not.
I really wish we had the super reactive guy here tonight.
All right.
Yes.
Speaking of super reactive guy, I guess that's whose turn it is. He's gonna. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Oh, God, this looks terrible. Oh, geez, what's going on? Oh no. Oh, geez. Come up, and he is going to then punch. That's all I want to look at. What's this to hit?
You should just lie and say that you did.
Oh, he does hit.
He auto hits on every one of them. I'm pretty sure. I'm just saying. Every one of those rolls, he hits.
Yeah. That's 10
that's what
plus
I'm
a
saying.
whole bunch of numbers. Yeah, you all see Kubo kind of come tripping in and forward and everything like that. And just like he almost falls forward and headbutts the dredger there and just smashes it flat, and it just hits the deck.
Okay. That's not fair.
Good.
This isn't up to date, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Nope. All right. Okay, and that's gonna take us to Clue. It's your turn.
Oh, I am not looking forward to this. Fuck me. I need to help you guys. I know the best way I can do that.
Wait, did you cast a spell on Luke as you guys were rolling initiative? Or did you just...
Did
well,
no, I smacked him.
Oh,
I just wanted to see if we were dreaming.
I wasn't sure if you were smacking him for like
No,
cast spell on him or...
Yes. No.
He
Okay.
just wanted to hit me.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I just wanted to hit something. No, I'm going to throw out Wisp Ally and on this.
You can't actually see it from where you're at. There's technically a wall there between you and it. You're still on the stairs behind Winnie.
Okay. Well, then I will move through my friends this way towards the water where I'm comfortable.
We'll allow it.
And then I will cast it on this big boy.
All right.
What's the one that helps them to hit? I guess that's the one I want rather than the... or do I want the one that makes it harder for you to be hit?
Harrying is the one that gives the next person to it a plus to their hit. Covering is the one that reduces it, that makes it hard, that reduces its chance to hit.
I think I'm going to give you covering fire.
So
I think that you can hit it just fine. But I do want to try to protect you as best I can.
Find out if I can keep hitting it.
All right. And Clue, make me a perception check.
Oh shit! Here we go. I clicked the book instead of the name. There we go. Oh, natty 1.
Ooh, yeah, natty 1. Wonderful.
17,
Fantastic.
baby.
Yeah, you've never actually seen Swarm up close and personal, and this shit
Read
is
about him once.
terrifying.
Yeah,
like,
can
read
I
about it in a
do-
book is very different.
Could I do a life science on top of this?
Sure, go for it.
$13 for 23.
Is there anything in particular you guys wanted to know? I can tell you like one or two things.
Any weaknesses or resistances from?
Well, it's fair to say that all Swarm are pretty much immune to acid and fear effects. And they all have the Swarm Mind special ability, where when they're close enough to each other, once per round they can roll twice and take a better result on any mind affecting effect for a will save.
Fuck spellcasters, am I right? All right.
I mean, fuck
Cool,
empaths.
cool.
Fuck empaths, actually, what that's saying.
Yeah, it's basically just fuck me, especially. But yeah, fuck me in particular. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, this is not a good... Swarm are a bad time for you.
Yeah.
Does
Me
Art
being a pacifist, this
curious.
is a bad time in general.
Art have any weapons?
I have a weapon that is not on my person. It is,
Fair.
is in my backpack in my room.
That's fair. All right.
It is a survival rifle that
right,
may or may not have bullets.
And that's going to take us to Winnie. You got a little flying guy kind of right in your face right now. And yeah, you see a whole bunch more just destruction, devastation raining all out there with a whole bunch of other guests clearly being attacked by swarm monsters.
Yeah. As a move action, I am going to summon my Infinity Lash. And then I am going to hit this stupid thing with said Infinity Lash. 18 CAC.
Yep, that'll be a hit.
Oh, thank goodness. $12 slashing damage.
Hell yeah, that's going to take this thing out. You just kind of lash it in two.
All right. That's it. I can't move yet because it was a move action to summon it. So that is my turn.
All right, roll me a perception check.
30.
Awesome. As you kind of look, as you lash this 1 and 2, you frown a little bit. You don't use your lash very often, but you've definitely got. I feel like you've gotten some good practice in with it in the past. There's something off-putting about the way that your lash cut through it that you just. It's not sitting quite right with you. And as you look out through the fields, again, you notice a couple of the swarms seem to have like some really odd, jerky motions to them almost.
Okay, but was there any like when I hit it with the lash, was it like slicing through something corporeal or not?
It felt like slicing something corporeal, but it almost felt like it was thinner than it should have been, if that makes sense.
No, that doesn't make sense.
No.
It was like you just cut through it much more easily than what you expected it would have been to cut through because it looked like a fairly exoskeleton, thick carapace insect creature.
I'm going to say to my friends, since we're all still here, kind of grouped up, hey guys, these things are weird, maybe not totally real. Kill them anyway. That's my turn.
They certainly hurt a lot.
Oh yeah.
And that's going to take us off round 2 with Luke.
You see Luke, a glow of magic energy hits his sword, and I'm going to imbue my sword with, let's do cold. So now my weapon does cold damage. And then I'm going to attack this thing. So I'm going to roll my mysticism as my quote-unquote trick. That's a 25.
Yep, that'll be a trick.
Heck yeah. All right, so then I'm going to hit it. Well, I'm going to try to. Uh, 16 against KAC. I don't know if it becomes
that's a hit.
flat-foot. I don't know if it is a hit or no.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm about to do a ton of damage to it. So here's the normal damage, which is still piercing, 13 points of damage. And then my cold damage, I do 17 points of cold damage.
Alrighty. Yeah, how do you want to kill this one?
I'm assuming he just stabs it, and it stabs way easier than he expected it to stab.
Yeah, and I need you and Kubo to make reflex saves.
Oh, well, okay, well, that's fine. That's a 19 on the dice.
Well, you succeed.
Fucking
Kubo
shit,
got a
he's fine.
4 on the die for a total of 9, so he's going to fail. Apparently, I'm picking on Kubo, and I'm sorry, Scott.
You always do.
So
Yeah.
from now on,
Intends
let's
to.
Scott's
have,
not here. You can
let's
just say
have
it.
Leah maybe roll those. She's right there.
All right, and as this thing kind of dies, it explodes with a burst of acid, and Kubo's going to take 9 points
Every
of acid
time
damage.
a player isn't here, you fucking try to murder them, and that's not good. That's not
He
good
tries
luck,
to
dude.
murder Scott all the time. I think it's just a Scott thing.
And
I don't think it's just Scott.
and, Luke,
Because
go ahead
when
and
you
make
weren't
me
here, he tried to
another
kill your
perception check.
character.
Another perception check.
Yep.
Not as good. It's a 21.
Oh, I did one better. I got an 18 this time.
Oh
I had a 2
no,
on the
this
die.
was just for Luke. See that
Oh.
you get make yours on your turn.
My
Yeah,
bad.
this thing. You agree with Winnie. You slid your sword into it, and it went way further than you thought it should have. As you kind of plunged your blade deep in there, like you went evo deep in this thing as you kind of plunged it in there, and it felt not right.
Something's
None
up
of
with
what you
these.
said sounded right.
It's not my first time
That's
I've been
not-
elbow deep in a bug, and that doesn't feel right.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah. The Fresh Lord at the end, again,
That was
it
not
lets out
pleasant.
another loud shriek, and its claws kind of reach there, and you see it all kind of take a few steps forward a little bit here. Alrighty, we're gonna move on to this guy. Well, the other ones are kind of occupied are going to come.
Okay, stop.
But hi.
As the big guy moves towards us, I'm going to use one of my new things.
Oh no.
I'm going to do Phantom Colossus.
I like that.
I don't know. Is he within 100 feet of you?
Is he within 100 feet of me? Did you just ask me? No, this one down here. This is the one we were moving.
I thought you were talking about the big guy up front. Yeah, okay, yeah.
No, this guy. You were moving him first. So as he moves towards, I'm assuming ABC, instead coming from those bushes near ABC, he's going to see this like horrific eldritch monster covered in like tongues and teeth and everything, and he has to make a will save.
Swarm, always known for their great will saves.
And the will saves, I don't know, like a, what the hell is it?
It's gonna be a fail. I rolled less than 10 on both on
Perfect.
my
I
advantage
don't have to
check.
figure it out
Fortune
anyway.
check.
So it loses its action,
Okay.
shocked into stillness, cannot voluntarily take any additional movement until the beginning of its next turn. Wah ha 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 ha.
Alrighty. Yeah. So it just starts taking a step forward and immediately stops and freezes. Meanwhile, you guys hear a shriek as the other two convisites up there start hacking away. You guys catch sight of the one to the northwest there takes a big bite out of Puru, and the one directly north of you is like in a wrestling match with the uplifted bear, Francis. And that's going to take us to these next ones. They're running flyers by you. Bad, good, bad. Okay. A couple of these flying ones are here on your Patra friend art, and they are like just. He's not doing too good. He like keeps trying to jump up and hit them with what looks like a tree limb he just picked up off the ground as a club, and he's not doing too well. And they keep just pecking at him. Meanwhile, a couple other flying ones are on the two androids not even interacted with over here, a Romy and an Indigo 13, but they seem to be holding their own pretty well. You know, Vinay, the Skittermander, and Hrask, the Sheeran, are also doing a pretty good job. It seems they're both Solarians and have Summon Blades and are currently, fucking with the two Morphoma on them. Dredgers. Ooh. For the dredge up to the north, it seems the two that are up there with the Reptoid and Conway Fitty in Peru are all the Reptoid and Conway Fitty seem to be handling the two up there dredgers up there pretty well. While the one on Francis is like just got a really good bite out of his back while he's busy with the Convicite. Dr. Lohman is up here as well, and she is actually currently on the ground with the dredger on her face. So she's like struggling very hard to just kind of fend it off, but is not having a very good time. And these two over here are going to come swimming across the water. One is going to stop there with Art. The other is going to go for Kubo. That's a 19 on the die. I think that's going to hit you, Art. And that's going to hit Kubo.
Not going to hit me. I'm 21, 22.
Oh, it's over 30 to hit with the 19 on the die.
I just heard
that's
19.
Fine. It said 19 on the die. I'm like, yeah, that's going to go
my
for
bad. It. I just heard the 19.
All right, that's going to be 8 points of damage on Art. That's a 28 to hit Kubo with 4 points of damage. All right, and that's going to take us to Kubo, who is, blinking and kind of like, what is going on here? I don't understand. And sees not only seems going to try and take a bite out of him, and he's going to take 2 good punches at it. I believe those are both going to be a hit. Even a minus. Well, no. What's this hit again? plus 10. Math. Yeah,
You're the GM. Just say yes.
one hit, one miss, but that one hit is going to be enough to kill it.
And Scott's not an attorney.
And
They both
Clue,
hit.
that'll take us to your turn. As you're now getting your face eaten by a dredger.
Okay, I don't like that. Is it like latched onto me?
No, I just took a bite out of you.
Okay, I would like to withdraw from this guy. Dip across this water, jump in the water, otter boy, come out, and go right about here. Let's see, that's 15. That puts me here, I think. Might be one back. I think that's it on movement. And then I'm going to lay down Song of the Cosmos.
I think withdrawal is a full action, isn't it?
Is it? Okay.
To not provoke. Oh, you can provoke.
I mean, I'll take the hit. Fuck it.
That is a 6 on die for... No, that's actually a miss.
Nice. He wasn't expecting an otter. Ha ha.
We never are.
Nobody expects the otter. The empathetic otter.
All right.
I'm kind of hoping that I can catch the edges of these guys. I don't know. Do I have to center it on myself, or
it is? It's a 20-foot radius spread centered on you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I can get a lot of this block over here. That's good. I'm not gonna get
there.
Everybody.
20 foot's pretty big still.
It is. And all creatures in the area have to make a will save.
We love that for the GM.
Yeah, I love it for me too. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Sounds like you failed 5 of them.
Where'd that one go? There it is. Right.
I'm no expert, but the way he's looking at it, he definitely failed 5 of them.
No, I didn't roll. Well, DC is 18.
Yes, sir.
These 2 flying ones here failed. Everyone else succeeded. So I just rolled.
Well, so long as the people
wild.
that are with us ain't failing, that's fine.
Yep.
They can run away.
So we are fascinated. Fascinated. What does fascinated do again? All right. Go ahead, and if that's on a turn, make me a perception check. No, they don't do anything.
Oh my god, I almost got a 3 there, I thought, for sure. But I got a 4. So I'm baby steps. Baby steps over these perception checks, baby.
Yeah. So as you kind of cast a spell and look around you at everything around you, you notice that like the swarm look and focus in on you, even as they're fascinated by it, and the ones that aren't being fascinated are still looking at you. But then how can I explain this?
I don't know. I'm not you.
It almost seems like they're a little more susceptible to it than what you expect, I guess is a good way to put it.
Okay, so they're not quite swarmy swarms.
It seems like because as you said, you've read about Swarm a lot. You know how well they can resist mind affecting effects, especially when there's a whole lot of them around like this. And this seems to have come through much more easily than it should have.
Yeah, very dulled. Got it. Well, they can't all be winners, you know.
All right, Winnie.
Okay, where does it say the actual
Swarm needs
reach
ditch
on my
diggers, too.
weapon? It just says it's a reach weapon. It doesn't say how far the reach is.
Reach weapons give it
It's
an
a
extra
lash?
5 feet. So, and your normal reach is 10. So you have 15 feet of reach with it.
Gotcha. Okay, well then, oh god damn it. Okay. I'm so annoyed. I'm 5 feet from being able to hit that thing, but if I empower my lash, I have to use my move action to do it, so I can't get closer. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna. What?
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 I actually thought one of the effects you could get on an Infinity Lash is you can actually increase its reach, but I don't think that you can.
Yeah, well, no shit. I just
Makes
said I can't do
sense.
it because I can't
Yeah.
move and move
Infinity
again.
shouldn't have a limit.
So I'm gonna move up here, and then I'm just gonna strike with the stupid unempowered lash at this thing. Also, I should just be able to empower it whenever I summon it. This is so dumb. Get good.
Maybe
Ooh,
next
that's a
time.
crit.
Nat 20 though. Nat 20
Yeah,
though.
you kill this one.
Wait, I want to roll the damage.
Here, go for it.
Yay!
Oof. Yeah, you
Wait, it added the modifier twice.
It does that. It's supposed to.
It's supposed to?
Starfinder's
That's a
always
crit.
done. Yeah,
Yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
it's one of my. It's another one thing I don't like about 5th edition that you don't get the modifier twice on crits. It makes
That's
it feel less
horseshit.
power
It
to me.
fucking pissed me off so much when I learned that. I was like, what the fuck? Because I played this first. And I like, what the fuck?
Anyway, make me another perception check, Winnie.
Yes. Perception. 19.
Baby steps.
So I'm
Over the
giving you a
complicated.
bonus because you got a natural 20 on this hit. When you hit this one, and you see it slice in half, you see the blood guts spurting out everywhere. It almost fades out of existence entirely for a brief second before appearing as the bloodied, gruesome remains. It's almost like it was whole, your lash hit it, it disappeared for the flickerest of seconds, like barely noticeable seconds, before it was there as what you expected to be.
Like it glitched like a hologram, or it phased out of reality.
Glitched like a hologram to go from the whole form to the dead form.
All right. Winnie's going to say to Luke, because he's standing right next to her, are these things holograms? That's it. That's my turn.
And it's going to take us to Luke.
Luke's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet here. Can I try to jump the water for style points?
Make me an athletics check.
Hell yeah. Oh, what if I have thruster heels?
Use them for bonus style points.
You got Heelys?
I got some heelies. All right, bonus style
Don't
points.
they give you like a ridiculous plus something to athletics to jump and
Yeah.
You get a plus,
charge.
but you have to go wee.
I rolled a 3, so that's a 45.
I rolled a 3, so it's a 45.
Yeah, so you can. So you take a running leap and go to jump across here. And if I remember correctly, if you run at least 10 feet, you're then able to jump up to a distance equal to what you roll. So if you want to jump like 40 feet, go for it.
Yeah, I'll just land a little bit more in this path. Just a little bit longer, not too far. And as I was moving, I was drawing out another weapon in my offhand also. And then I'm going to turn and shoot at the big boy down below. Ooh, that's a 20 against EAC.
Yeah, that's a hit.
I love it. Just a normal damage roll for 8 energy damage as I shoot it with my hand coil pistol.
And that was the big guy down below here.
Uh-huh.
That reminds me just. Okay, nope, it's not gonna affect you. Okay, because it only lasts 1 round. Cool. All right, big boy up top is going to continue kind of start flying up through here a little bit, let out another loud and impassioned shriek. Oh, Luke, make me a will save.
A will save, you say?
A will save.
Well, that's a 19, thank God. That's 25 total.
Good.
Still
You
3 on the die for a 45, but
No.
we'll take it.
Yeah, I don't have thruster heals for my will
Yeah,
save.
you look around
That'd
and
be
you're like,
fucking rad, though.
this isn't right.
I think that's my as-needed anxiety meds.
You're like, this can't be real. This isn't right. These things aren't actually here. This can't be happening. But at the same time, you're looking around and you see like blood and viscera everywhere around you. You see other people, other guests clearly interacting with these things. And it all starts to kind of flicker and waver for you for a moment. And I'm going to give you a choice here.
Okay.
Do you choose to try and disbelieve this, or you like know this, or do you just kind of the fact that there's so many other people involved in this is Luke's brain going to be like, this has to be actually happening?
I think he would try to disbelieve this in the situation.
All right, you sit there and you just close your eyes and take like it's one just long slow breath, like inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, a little pause in the middle, and open your eyes again, and you're just like, yeah, this isn't real. And slowly the scene starts to change. The swarm all vanish. The blood and destruction goes away. And you see a couple things.
Uh-oh. Who'd I stab on accident?
Actually, no, we're gonna let it
3
sit there.
grandmas.
We're gonna let it sit there for a moment, as we're gonna kind of move on through the swarm. So the Thresher Lord flew forward and let another shriek, and then everybody but Luke sees a couple more swarm monsters come charging in through the breach up at the north there. That's gonna be their whole turn. This guy here, you guys all see, goes to charge at Luke. He's going to take a bite. Doesn't hit. The one up here misses as it tries to keep eating Puru. The other one is doing fairly well in his wrestling match against Francis. He seems to not be doing too good at this point. The flying ones. The ones all up closest to ABC, they all seem to be like just not able to do very much, which Ifsa kind of looks over his shoulder and seems very appreciative of ABC now being there. The ones that are finding the 2 Solarians are get a couple solid hits in on them. And that's going to take us to the little dredgers. The ones directly on you guys are currently dead. Okay. So you see the 2 up here with Conway Fitty, and they both like latch onto Conway and take him down, and so they seem to be tearing him up pretty good. The one over here by Romy
Mini
tries to
men.
take a bite out of the android, but
Many men have
misses.
tried, but I'm just telling you right now, Conway Fitty don't go down like that.
Dr. Lohman is not doing too hot either. Up here to the north, and then the 2 here with Talk, the streaming Yosoki, and Chathisa, the Sharon, they're kind of holding their own against them pretty well for right now. Where do you guys want to send Kubo?
Can he get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 up here to help these people? Yeah.
Yes, he can get to, for sure, he can get to right here between them.
Yeah, send him up there.
Okay, so he's going to go up there and he's going to punch this one here that you can reach. That's going to be a hit. That's going to be enough to kill it. Because he does, that's like 17 points of damage right there. These things don't have that much hit points. And, see how that's going. Ooh.
Come for Conway Twitty. Conway Fitty,
He
you
just
better
kind of
come
looks back
correct.
like, called it like, yeah, I kind of know what you mean a little bit. I think that one kind of had a soft shell. That was weird. And that's going to take us to good old Art. So you guys are not going to be fascinated.
I think I'm just going to sustain spell and walk forward.
Which, wait, are you sustaining? Can Song of the Cosmos sustain? I thought it was just a one round thing.
Why not?
Because it only lasts one round.
I'll cast it again.
Okay. Move and then cast it again.
Yeah.
All right. My God. That's way too big. What is it this time? A whole bunch more. How are we rolling this time?
I suppose I could drop Zone of Truth, but I don't know that that's really going to, like, them telling the truth ain't going to fucking help.
Okay. Well, 3 successes. All right.
Buy you a dice cup.
Nah, it's more fun. Okay, so all of the guests who are in that range are all going to succeed. The big guy is going to fail. This flying guy is going to fail, and these two down here are going to fail.
Cool.
You said dice cup? I forgot that I had dice in my dice cup. These are cool ass
And
dice.
Cool ass dice.
Art, make me another will set or perception check. Perception check. You only got one there.
Ooh, big dog in it. 18 all the way.
Yeah, you're like, you look around, and again, as you see them kind of like these swarm like taking hits from your other guests here, and you see them taking bites out. Again, you start to notice that same kind of weird, kind of like glitch in the matrix thing of where like it's their actions are not nearly as smooth as they initially appeared when you first charged in here.
It's like VR if it was like the old 1990s Nintendo VR.
Yes. All right, and that's going to take us to
Everything's red for some reason. I don't know.
Winnie.
I'm gonna move up here. I am gonna cast Hard Light Sphere. And then as a swift action, how far can I throw these stupid things? 60 feet. I'm gonna toss one up here at this thing. Yep. For 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. You like nail this thing smack in the eye in the face, and it goes down. And you see Frasco over there kind of lift their Slaying Blade in a salute and make me a will save.
Will save? 13.
Yeah. like I said, he kind of lifts his blade up as in a salute towards you, as a way of thanking you. And that's going to take us to Luke. Make me a perception check.
I will perceive with my eyeballs. That's a 19 on the dice for a 33.
Yeah, as you're looking around and like realize that all of these swarm are not actually here invisible, you also notice that where that first common site you found, there is still a body, corpse on the ground, and it's not a swarm creature, it is a dragonkin. And you recognize another one of the guests.
Uh-oh. Are they... So, are all the
Dead and with
people...
clear wounds. What?
Are all the people who are in here with us?
Oh, all the guests are in here, and they all seem to be fighting things and creatures and monsters that you no longer see. Except for that one there that is right where you just killed an insect creature. Since you got over 30, I'm also
So
going to
swift
give
to
you.
murder everything.
You then notice, like, as you kind of look around and see that one's like, oh shit. You then look up as just as Winnie fires off one of her Heartlight Spheres, and you see it impact on another guest, who then hits the ground and stops moving.
So I don't... So the swarm that's supposedly right next to me...
You don't see
Is
it.
it... I don't see anything there, though.
Nope. So, you have shaken off of whatever this mass hallucination is. If you want to help one of the others get out of this, you can do a diplomacy or an intimidate check to make them see that, oh, this isn't actually here. And if you succeed at this check, that'll give them a bonus to snap out of it.
Luke will see that Winnie just dropped a fool, and will be like, "They're not actually real. You have to snap out of it. They're not here." And I'll roll an intimidate check. For another 19 on the dice, also
Jesus.
for a 33.
Yeah, Winnie, as a reaction, make me another will save with a +5 bonus.
$17.
You kind of blink and shake and clear your head, and you look around and then look at where there should be a corpse of a swarm component right next to you. And instead, you see the dragonkin, Kellen, laying there, bleeding out. But then you look up and you still see other swarm in the area.
Bleeding out like he's dead, or bleeding out like I might still be able to help him?
Like you might still be able to help him.
All right.
I didn't stab him that good.
Winnie looks horrified.
She's a 45. I don't know.
But yeah, that's going to take us.
Even
He's
when you
just gonna
fuck up,
kinda
you do pretty good.
sit
It's like me
there.
shooting at a target, man. Like, you drunk or sober, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna fucking hit the bullseye.
I'm just gonna move forward. Oof.
You're muted.
You guys see as I guess I should say you guys, Art and Kubo see as Puru goes down beneath this swarm over there that he's fighting. Francis hits the ground as well with under the two swarm that he's been trying to fight off.
Well, I don't have any reactions, so there's nothing I can do about that.
All my reactions are if something's right next to me.
The flying guys
same.
are not doing too good. I was kind of swatting them around a little bit there.
Hands off my purse. I don't know you. That's my reaction.
Yes. Yeah. They're just going to move all the way down there. And then. Okay. And yeah.
Well, okay, but I don't understand. What
running back to
for
my
people
room.
who have succeeded in this?
Uh-huh.
What the hell are we seeing with these things moving around the room?
You're not seeing anything. You see Winnie and Luke, the two of you see Chathisa, Talk, Frask, Vinay, Dr. Loman, Francis, Rasona, Puru, Conway Fitty, Ifset, Art, Indigo, Romy, and Kubo all swinging at air, crying in fear, laying on the ground, acting like they've been severely injured.
First off, I am not laying on the ground.
Are they?
I am walking around with a giant
like
spear.
They've been injured, or have they been injured?
From where you're standing, you're not really. I guess you can see a little. It looks like there are injuries appearing on them. Just like as you look at yourself, you have actual injuries on you from those couple hits you took, but swarm creatures aren't there anymore.
Art's like actually LARPing. Like
did something
really
take a
actually
swing at
doing
me
it.
after I stopped seeing the swarm?
The others did see something try and take a bite out of you, and it missed when I rolled. And I mean, I guess Art, you can see this thing again taking a bite out of Luke, but Luke, you don't feel anything.
Huh. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like the mind games.
Whose turn is it? What's going on? What's
Kubo's turn. He's going to come up here and he's going to punch real hard.
Yeah,
take out another one of these little guys with max damage. And yeah, he's starting to also kind of realize that things are not really what they seem here at this point. Because I just got him another hit that he's on this perception check. Art, it is your turn.
All right. What is this one? I forget this one. No, I don't want that. All right. I'm wondering. Can't speak any intentional lies. Oh, that's no good. I was hoping like Zone of Truth. If I just like plop that out, everybody could start seeing things like True Sight or something. But that's not how it works.
You can start stabbing people with a dispelling fusion.
I think that's probably our best bet. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to change your attitude, mister. That's a cantrip I have. Nobody's an HP in our party.
I guess you could always try and confuse some of these for him.
Yeah. I'm going to cast that on the big fella.
You can, because your level, you can hit two. You can hit two of them.
Then I will do the one behind Puru. Words.
Yeah.
Peru.
They'll both be confused.
Me too.
Perfect.
Me too.
And are you going to move or are you going to stay where you are?
Honestly, I think I'm pretty golden right here.
All right, cool. Make me a will save.
Make me a will save. Five on the die for a 17.
All right, you confuse those two swarm, and then you blink and look around to see where you might be like the most helpful right now. And then you look and the swarm all kind of vanish.
I think we found the baseline, guys. There.
You do see what looks like I believe he's a Vlaka. Oh no, this is the Warlancy Aces, who is currently pummeling Conway Fitty.
Conway Fitty's been through way worse. He woke up with 50 cents worth of lead in him. So
Yeah,
many
so
men.
Aces is currently just pummeling Conway Fitty, and you see the Reptoid security captain pummeling Puru.
Well, Puru's been a real bitch to the team, so I don't know. I think I'm as one of the owners of the team, kind of into it.
Winnie, the swarm aren't here. There is another guest who seems to be bleeding out, dying at your feet, and you see Kubo still seems to be swinging at air over there, along with a whole bunch of other guests. It looks as if Art and Luke are also snapped out of this, so you can try and help the Dragon King if you want, or you can try and help Kubo snap out of it with a diplomacy or an intimidation check.
Okay. I want to do something to try to snap everybody out of it. Because trying to snap one person out of it at a time is going to get a lot of people killed in this situation because there's like 30 people in this room. So I am going to do a 3rd level Infinite Worlds. And it's you cause a disorienting event. It could be flashes of light, loud sounds, rain falling upward in spirals. Each creature within the area has to succeed on a will save or be knocked off target for a number of rounds equal to the level of the spell expended. If a creature rolls a natural 1, blah, blah, blah. I am trying to make this as big and as loud as possible. I want all of it. I want rain going upwards. I want flashing lights. I want loud noises. And basically just me screaming, "Everybody stop! It's not real! The creatures aren't real!" And so at least if they don't succeed on saving against this effect, maybe they'll be knocked off target and can't hit each other. You know?
Okay. Make me a caster check. So it's D20 plus level plus spellcasting modifier.
D20. Wait,
D20 plus 14.
plus 8. 32.
All right. Describe exactly what happens.
Okay, it's legitimately like whatever false environment is being created in this dome, unless we're actually outside. I was assuming we're still inside some domed enclosure. Like the air just stops, and then all of a sudden, all the water, like that was like on the ground, dew and stuff, starts raining upward, and some of the stream starts flowing up, and there's just these like twinkling lights that start spreading throughout the water. And then there's just these loud like pops, pop, 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 trying to like distract people from what's happening. And then everybody just hears Winnie screaming, "It's not real. Stop hurting each other."
So as you do this, I'm just gonna make
And then Winnie falls to the ground next to this Kellen person.
some saves here. Crap. All right. So as you do this and all this weather effects all start happening, yeah, you look up and notice as like they all kind of stop moving for a moment and all look around like blinking. You do see, like I said, Dr. Lone was on the ground and she like lets out a cry of pain as she kind of like starts flails for a second longer than everyone else, but then she kind of blinks and like gets up and clearly like she is you can even tell there's an injury on her of some kind, but like there's no apparent cause for it any longer. Francis is a little bit slower to get up as he was nearly down. Aces and Conway Fitty and Rasona and Puru all kind of stop their fighting and slowly get up looking kind of sheepishly, and everyone just kind of blinks and looks around in confusion. And as I said, there is the Dragon Cannon at your feet, Winnie, and there's another one up here, a Xtangi named Zeddy, who's also on the ground, currently unconscious.
Where was that one?
Up here.
Well, Winnie's screaming, if anybody knows anything about medicine, like, get over here. Like, he's bleeding out.
I'm moving.
Yeah, Luke's there.
It takes me 2 moves to get to you.
It takes me one click of my heel.
Yeah, Kubu will kind of rush up over here
Coco Gadget
and start
boots.
doing some first aid as whole while up here.
What is Kubo's, is it like Staying Alive compression song, or is it a different one?
Oh, that's a great question. Let me ask in chat.
Chat, I need to know.
Yeah, chat. What is Kubo's CPR song?
Okay, do I need to sign in so that we have somebody answer you?
Scott wasn't there.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah, you see again, like the fight's kind of slowly breaking away, and everybody just looks very concerned as this kind of goes on. Art, what are you doing?
I will just drop a Mystic Cure.
Okay.
Because I'm cool like that, you know.
And yeah, so you go ahead and do that. Kubo, you're there patching up Zeddy pretty well. That was got a good roll on your medicine check there. And how are you guys how are you all feeling right now as you kind of look around at like what you thought was utter destruction and devastation, and now you just kind of see people who were fighting each other and fighting air a little bit?
Luke's
It's
just
all
kind
a
of
bit
confused.
silly.
Yeah.
I'm very certain that a lot of weird hallucinogens are being employed. I was at many raves throughout my college experience, and this is very, very familiar but foreign.
You think so?
You got to do a lot of expensive drugs, but yes.
I don't really understand how the swarm was this guy, but when the swarm went away, nobody else was there.
I'm confused as to how we all collectively had it.
That's what I'm saying. It's odd. And how did we like suddenly snap out of it? I just don't.
Well, I believe it was a series of events that led me to disbelieving it. They were kind of wonky once I started looking at them more closely.
Yeah.
It wasn't right. You know, I'd never encountered Swarm. I myself am not a combatant of any type. I'm gonna go on to the next one after that, though, and do another one.
Give me an NK.
Yeah, it looks like Kubo's gotten Zeddy kind of stabilized and at least up. Francis has kind of gotten Dr. Loman up, and she's just quickly like trying to shake him, kind of push him off a little bit. Like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm okay. I'll be fine.
You're super fine after I'm done.
Give me a moment. And she kind of looks up and just nods like, thank you. Just she kind of stands up and like kind of tugs down her lab coat really quick and like efficiently like puts her glasses up her nose and looks at like, if anyone else needs medical aid, we can come down to the.
Now that you are well, you may heal others. Yes.
Yes. Just if everybody who needs assistance and aid can just please make your way down towards Titan's Rest. We have medical facilities and first aid that we can provide down there. If you aren't able to move by yourself, we can have some of the security come and escort you. And she like just starts making her own way kind of out.
Luke goes to help the dragonkin to his feet with a good
He
good manly grab.
he kind of sits up like, oh,
You stabbed the
what?
fuck out of me.
Where did we were under attack by corpse fleets? One of them stabbed me, and I thought I was going to die.
They saw corpse sleep. Huh.
Yeah, there's some sort of hallucination that's happening. We saw swarm attacking us, and I stabbed one, and it died.
Swarm. That's wild. There was corpse fleet though. Winnie and Luke, as you guys are kind of looking over this guy, making sure he's well, can you two please roll me either a life science, a medicine, or an sense motive check?
Um,
Kind of want to do a drop of the sex
can I
motives
roll
on that doc.
mysticism? No. I listen. You
I'll
picked.
also allow perception, if none of
Well,
those other ones are good.
Not a great sense motive.
I've got
17 total.
I've got nothing in any of those stats. It doesn't matter. I rolled a 3. 17. Look at that.
Yeah, I also rolled a 3.
As you guys are like kind of looking over him a little bit, you notice he, when with your perception check, he just kind of looks a little haggard. Could be explained by him, nearly dying there. Not really sure. Luke, you get the sense that he's not been sleeping well.
Have you
Nice.
you been having dreams?
I have dreams every night. I mean, that's a normal thing.
But weird ones.
He kind of shrugs. I don't know. I've woken up last couple nights. I felt like from a nightmare. I woke up screaming and I had trouble falling back asleep. But I don't remember anything in particular.
Yeah, something's going on.
I don't know. I just need to get some good rest and just go. I think I'm gonna go to the medical bay, see what they can do. Just
Yeah, I'd go down there and make sure they patch up the rest of that hole inside you.
Are you here with any friends, Kellen?
no. I was just here on my own. Corporate retreat. I work for Xenolady Labs.
Have you made any friends since coming here?
I've spent some time with a few of the other guests. And I've been watching I've been watching a lot of movies and playing a lot of games in the big theater rooms.
Cool. Well, until we figure out what's going on, it might be a good idea to, find somebody, stick with them, buddy up situation, just, something to think about.
Maybe I'll just thanks for the advice. Wish I knew what was going on. It's just it's supposed to be a relaxing vacation,
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that was definitely the plan.
And you guys see there's a few of the security specialists are coming in. You guys see Philip, the manager, and Kane's Apple, the other security chief, coming through, and they're all kind of checking on people.
Which one's the security chief who yelled at me for being in the fans?
That's Kane's Apple. No, the one who had it for being in the fans.
Are they here?
Yes, it's actually the one who comes up right here to help Kellen.
Perfect. I'm gonna beeline for that person. I'm gonna be like, you have some explaining to do.
She looks like,
Nope.
Hi,
Nope.
Winnie. What's going on?
What in the fuck is going on here? And don't feed me any bullshit.
What? I don't understand. What are you talking about? We got
There
a
was
message from Dr.
nothing.
Lohman that there's some weird alert. Bunch of guests got hurt, so we
No,
came up here to escort
no,
them.
nope, bullshit. You have cameras all over this place, and you saw what was going on. I want to know what the fuck is going on.
Probably just
She-
saw a bunch of us swinging for the fucking fences and nothing there. Except for when
She,
Luke stabbed the
No,
guy.
Winnie is purposely trying to intimidate this person to see if I can catch them off guard enough to have them say something stupid.
I guess
Can
roll
Luke,
an intimidate check.
can Luke roll an aid as he like wipes the sword, the blood off his sword and like the
Can
corner of
I
his
roll a sense
elbow?
motive
Go for
as
it.
they're doing this?
20.
Roll
Sure.
an aid
Go for it, Glue.
Cool.
as an aid.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ugh. 26.
She's
have
just
a mere
like
plus 20.
takes several steps back as you and Luke are like getting in her face with this and everything like that. And Art, you hear like Winnie shouting at this person from across the room because you're a little ways away from them. And you see the security specialist. Her name badge reads as Fran.
Wow, that's really difficult
Fran.
to say.
I like Fran. It's
Fran.
Fran. Fran.
No, it's just Fran.
How do
There's
you
no
spell that?
for it.
So is your family name or
Yep. Anyway, so she just like takes a deep breath and she's like, I'm sorry for what happened here. We don't know. The first alert we had was from Dr. Lohman as when she reached out and said that there were injured guests in the green fields. Our cameras didn't show anything besides a few guests wandering through here and what looked like maybe doing some Tai Chi or something, but like there weren't anyone fighting each other, unlike what Dr. Lohman was reporting.
Wait, hold up. You were watching the cameras. You saw guests wandering around doing Tai Chi, but you didn't see Kellen get stabbed in the gut.
No, we did not.
I mean,
nobody
to be
does
fair,
Tai
if
Chi
I
in
saw
325 anymore?
a park full of 50 people suddenly start doing Tai Chi, I would not notice the one guy getting stabbed.
And Art, with your sense motive check, yep, she's not lying. Like they had no idea anything was wrong until they were alerted to the issue.
Yeah, I mean that checks out for Clue and Art. Yeah, okay.
Listen, there was some kind of mass hallucination in here that turned us against each other. Has this happened before?
No, this has never happened before. We've never had anything like what people have been saying. Like we've never had issues like what's been talked about before.
Okay, I'm sorry. You just sound like you're bullshitting me so hard. No, this has
What?
never happened before.
Even like every time you're being the most sincere is when I don't believe you the most. It's like, no, fuck this motherfucker.
Yeah, no,
But
but that's just it. Like Fran she sounds straight up like concerned and terrified. They're like, what's going? Like confused.
Have there been other issues reported?
And like as you ask that, she realized what she says. She like clamps her mouth. Said, I'm not allowed to reveal current security investigations and concerns of other guests. Unfortunately, it's against our privacy policy.
You don't
You
have to
just
tell
had
us who
someone
said
get
it.
stabbed, and you're
Yeah.
concerned about a violation of a privacy policy. There's a guy over there who has drones following him around so he can fucking stream to Space Twitch all the time.
She kind of glances over and kind of makes a look at us because, like, well, to be fair, he's not doing any live recordings while he's here as part of his agreement, right? Talk. We don't need to have
You
another discussion.
Think he's not.
And you
doing
see him
this.
jump, and like you all see him jump and look around nervously, and like, and give the security agent a thumbs up as she glares at
she
him.
definitely tased his balls. I'm telling you guys right now. She tased his balls.
And then she looks at you
He
guys.
was a little bit into it.
And
But
kind
she
of glance
definitely did.
across where she sees, her two bosses all the way over here. And she's like,
I
do they hit my job? Look, all I can say is we have other guests who have made reports of strange sights and sounds in their time here. There's been a couple others who have reported to Dr. Lohman for mysterious bruises and injuries that happened when we reviewed the security cameras. They were alone in the hallways and they say they were attacked by something. We're just trying to investigate and figure out what's going on. But so far, that's all. Like, this is never. New Elysium has been open for almost a decade, and none of this has, and nothing like this has ever happened before.
How long have you worked here?
I've been here like 3 years. My contract is over after this little special event. My contract is over, and I am leaving here.
After
Because of all the craziness happening.
one bad week, it sounds like. It sounds like you had almost 3 years of good times.
Yeah, and I'm ready to not be in the middle of nowhere anymore. My family's all back on Absalom, I don't like having to spend a week trying to go visit my mom and dad.
Yeah. Sure. Are there drugs in New Elysium?
Just
Again, she
waiting
kind
to
of
ask that.
just
Yeah.
like,
You want some cocaine, if you will?
Yeah. I'm serious. Are there drugs that you know of being dealt here in New Elysium?
she kind of
Art,
takes it,
Art just kind of
like, sighs a
quietly
little bit.
pops a mushroom in his mouth, and he's like, "No."
Look, during our open seasons, there has been incidents where we've had staff members and guests who have brought in illicit product to peddle amongst themselves. But currently, with as small a crowd as we have, I mean, all of your equipment was, all of your belongings were scanned fairly thoroughly when you were brought in, when you came inside, and we were to make sure that you weren't bringing anything illicit in. So, like, there should not be anything presently here.
Do
Can
you
I just
test
ask
air
you
quality?
what you
My
define as
gnomish
illicit?
multi-tool does turn into a 6-foot bong. Is that a problem?
Okay, what was that, Doge?
I what do you determine is illicit again?
Well, anything that the stewards or general pack security, Exxon security
We are
has
in
on their
diaspora
contraband
territory.
list.
We're in diaspora territory. A lot of shit flies.
And then she'll look at when you're asking if they test the air quality.
Yeah, I want to know if you're testing everything, not just oxygen levels, but could there be other things mixed into the air that you're not testing for?
I believe Dr.
Better.
Reyes is
Some species need hydrogen and nitrogen.
the one who
All
mostly
that.
keeps track of the the air content level, and she keeps a close eye to make sure there aren't any contaminants in there that we aren't expecting there to be present inside what you're breathing.
What about the food? Does the staff eat the same food as the guests?
Yeah, we go to the same restaurants. The only difference is that we don't have to pay for our meals because we work here. Just we have like a meal kit that we pay for once per season, and it just covers 3 meals a day.
Have there been any weird reports from the staff about these hallucinations, or is it just the guests?
There's been no staff member has reported seeing anything, but there's definitely been a few looks among some of the serving and helping staff. None of the guards have actually reported anything, but I do know. And again, she glances over to see like what her bosses are doing and if they're paying attention to her at the moment. It seems they're still kind of busy interviewing over here and dealing with Philip, who's also talking with the groups that are the ones over here. I was like, look, I get in trouble saying a lot of this, and if anything comes down on me, either way, they're keeping it quiet.
Did
They're not like we have. There are reports, but they're keeping them locked in their own secure files, and they don't want us talking about it or saying anything.
those are in the security center?
No, like their personal secure computers.
Which
They're not
are where?
on them, I'm guessing. They're personal data pads.
Ah, all right.
Test the food just to be sure. Could be some sort of toxin in the food.
I mean, I would suggest if there's anything, it would probably be the water.
Test the
And
water. It's a good one too.
that's just everywhere.
Again,
I
it's Dr.
It's in the
Reyes
food,
kind of keeps an
it's
eye on all
literally
that.
in the air.
Well, Dr.
I
Reyes could make a mistake.
I know there was a couple VIPs here who seem to have left early. Did these reported events start occurring after they left? I made him break his headset, and now he doesn't know what I say. He's still silent.
My headset might be dying, so that's fun. She just kind of shakes her head, like, I'm not entirely sure on the time frame. I know it's kind of been
You're on camera. Are you
like
happy?
a couple days that this has all started happening.
You're very handsome. Everybody tell my cat he's handsome. He needs it.
He is very handsome. I'm gonna say to Fran, listen, I need you to find some way to get this Reyes to double, triple. Well, Kay can't hear me. Oh, I need you to get Reyes to double, triple, quadruple check the food, the water, and the air because we need to rule out officially that this is not some drugs, toxin, contaminant causing hallucinations here. And once we rule that out, then we can look at the other solutions.
Nope. Killed his headset.
I had to reset earlier on
Wait.
Ninja.
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Yeah.
Barely.
Okay. I'll pass your request on that.
No, you're weird. It's cutting out. Like, it's not good.
Ah,
Maybe move the mic.
is that better?
Yeah, put it
Yes.
right.
That- that
Right
that
in-
Well,
rusty
well,
hair.
Ooh,
yeah.
Yep.
Ah.
Oh, I know. That's what you just want to hear. Is not just all the sounds of
Yeah.
just breathing. It's harder than
Wreck a space
No,
daddy.
Get booted off Twitch.
No, I'm pretty sure they allow
God.
ASMR streams.
Yeah, we would get paid for that.
We probably would make more
Yeah.
money on that. She's like, I will put the request in and try and follow up with her on it.
And then you'll let me know, right? Because we're in this together now, Fran.
God damn it. I mean, yeah, I'll let you know what she finds out. Just and she's like, oh shit. And yeah, you guys look over, and sure enough, the two are like Kane's trying to come on over, and she just quickly like, come on, let's get moving. And she kind of throws an arm underneath Kellen's, like she throws herself under Kellen's arm and like, oh, we'll get you down to the medical. Come on. And they start going off. Kane is just like, are you two all right? Are you two guys doing just fine?
I think something
Yeah.
stabbed me, and I would really like some compensation for what happened.
He eyes you, Luke. And he's like, speak with Philip. Anything that comes of that, if it's deemed necessary, he'll handle. Just want to
Yeah,
make
I
sure that
also
you're
mentioned that.
okay. Follow your report with Philip and with. Boy, I'm blanking on the word. And with guest services for all concierge needs, they'll get you taken care of.
Hey, who are you?
I'm Commander Zaffel. I'm in charge of the security forces here.
Ah, perfect. So, why do you look all pissed off? Shouldn't you be like, oh no, I'm so sorry, you're a guest under my protection and you were stabbed?
He eyes you for a long moment, like, well, I mean, you're the one who wanted to play a big damn hero already once today, so for all I know, you got stabbed trying to play one again once this week. For all I know, you got stabbed trying to do it again.
You don't like heroes?
I don't like people interfering when my people are just trying to do their jobs.
I'm
Well, maybe
pretty
your
sure
people should do
nobody
their
from
jobs
your
better.
people was doing their jobs, actually. They arrived after everything was done.
Yeah, if we hadn't stopped that, you might have a lot of dead guests on your hands. So I think what you're trying to say is, thank you.
He just kind of glares up at you, and she's just like, as I'm sure you were
Way
informed,
Wait.
as far as we could tell, there was nothing occurring here until Dr. Lowen reached out to us after the event had ended. We had no idea anything was happening.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And she would not have informed you unless it was already over, because she was also stuck in the hallucination we were all seeing.
Whatever this incident was, that seems to have been the case. We do not understand what's happening, and we are investigating to try and find out exactly what occurred here.
And you'll be communicating with your guests directly to let us know what happened and that it won't be happening again and what you'll be doing to stop that in the future.
We absolutely assure you that whatever happened will not happen again.
And how are you going to assure us whenever you didn't even get here till after it was done and don't know what happened?
Your safety is our commitment, and we will do our utmost to keep you safe.
Do you
Oh, it's
rehearse
been-
that every
It's
night?
been excellent so far. Thus far, you're just aces, kid.
You just have it scribbled on the back of your hand, or do you practice in front of the
In
mirror?
fact, what the fuck is your name again? I'm going to have my assistant fire you tomorrow.
He kind of glances over at you, or is
In
like,
fact, I'll have my assistant's assistant do it. just to really drive it home how little I think of you right now in this moment, that you're describing to me what you think of our safety versus what I think of you.
he kind of looks at you, he's like, I don't believe you're actually in my line of employment, sir. Now, if
Sir,
there's
I'm a
anything else I can do for you,
33% owner of this company.
is there anything else I can do for you?
Fuck off.
If not, if that is everything, then please vacate the
Please,
premises.
fuck
We are
off.
trying to get everyone out so we may do a thorough examination of the area.
I'm going to look over at Luke and be
Art
like, I do
pushes
not
up
like that
non-existent
man.
glasses with his middle finger
Yeah, I
and then
think
walks away.
Luke would look up to Winnie and kind of give a little head nod, like, yeah, something. This guy.
Let's go get drinks.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Drinks.
Drinks. Jesus Christ. Where's that Dragonkin? He needs a drink.
He went
Busy
with
dying from
Bran.
getting stabbed.
Yeah, we're gonna get him a whiskey. Yeah, that's for sure. Just send it on my tab. It'll be fine.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, you moved everybody, buddy. This is crazy.
Oh, like I said, they're getting everything kind of cleared out of there.
We should go to the revolving sushi bar and do shots of sake and
All
eat
right, but
sushi.
real quick. Hang on. And Art jumps off this and into the water, and then
I frequently
cleans
forget
off.
you're an otter, and then
Yeah.
you do things like this.
But no, Clue. I'm trying
that
to move you
not
where the others
normal?
are. You're all over here.
Oh fuck! I thought everybody was over here. There was a big
No, I
group
was
over
moving
here.
other people over there. But yeah, so as you guys kind of go to find food and kind of start preparing, you've missed lunch, and as you kind of look around, you realize it's getting closer to dinner time. You guys
Honey.
lost several hours of your day while all this is happening.
When did we meet up there? Or when, like earlier? I thought it was
It's
at
right
lunch,
after.
right?
It was right around lunchtime when you met up, and now it's getting on
Yeah,
to dinner time.
I was gonna say I thought we got together like after breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
that fight only
That's a
lasted like
considerable amount of time.
36 seconds.
Yeah.
It's,
Are we sure that we didn't get dosed? Because I feel like we've been dosed.
Well, that's what I'm hoping that Fran can figure out for us.
Yeah. Fran is on the case, I know, but are we sure that we can trust Fran?
I mean, I think she's pretty intimidated by us. She's gonna do her best, but I don't know if she's
I
powerful
hate
enough.
that I'm spitting so much when I say her name. It's
we have the like our personal data pads or whatever, cell phones, whatever we got. Can Luke like look at his and see if there was like if he can open up like the fitness tracker and see if like he just had like zero activity for a certain amount of time on it or something like that?
That's smart. That's smart.
It
Using
says
that
that
big
you were
brain.
masturbating for 3.
I mean, yeah, it's there. It shows definitely zero activity for a number of hours there.
We were just standing there like, duh. Oh, ABC. A thought occurs. Fran is putting in an order with Professor Reyes, Dr. Reyes, whatever the fuck he said, to try to get the air, water, and food tested for any contaminants. Do you have any
Is that
strings you can pull
is
to like
that
make that high
Fran
priority?
or is it
Yeah,
another
yeah.
Fran?
No,
Okay.
it's Fran.
I just
Can
needed to
you?
make sure that we were talking about the same Fran.
Yeah. Can you put any grease on that? Make it a high priority. Move it to the top of the to-do list.
I sure would like to, and I see, like, I've not tried to text my assistant this whole time because it's been like total freedom to be here, and they haven't bothered me because they're amazing. But I am going to attempt to actually reach outside of this resort. What do I need to roll for that, or?
Why would you need a roll for that? You can just send a message to your assistant.
Because I don't trust you. That's why.
Love the way you fucking said that too. Why would you need to roll for that?
What do you
I
ask
can't
your
let you
assistant?
do that, Clue.
You're all going to die here.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Clue. And then the light turns red and we all die. Anyway, I'm going to reach out to my assistant to reach out through our umbrella corps that we are a part of to push on all the middle management to push on the lowly employees my will, which is this: expedite the findings, the search for findings, find all the findings.
Okay.
Inspection time. It's quarterly inspection time. New owner.
I mean, you haven't bought the company yet. I think we talked about you don't actually own stake in it. You're thinking about buying stake in it.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. See, this is where we deviate from Clue is just trying to push him into a direction and he's not having it the entire time. And yeah, here we are.
I mean, I'm not. It's like I'm not gonna. What else is she gonna do? Like, she's.
I mean, I could just buy this company. Could I just buy this company?
Probably not.
Can I just pull a Bruce Wayne and buy? I'm going to buy this hotel.
Multi-billions of credits. resort
You didn't
company.
let me. You didn't let me swim in the fountain with my two models that were friends, and I would like to buy this hotel now. All right, that's fine. That's a bit much to ask for.
But yeah, no, she'll yeah. It's obviously going to take a little bit of time to kind of go through and start doing all that stuff. What else are you guys kind of talking about as you meet up for dinner and drinks to figure out what the fuck?
I honestly think that we might need to start employing watchers while we're here.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
Every day, people are looking more and more affected around here.
I also, I'm not trusting
Sallow
any
of
of the
skin
employees.
and eye. So maybe we all just kind of bunk up in one room instead of all separate. You are.
Yeah, I don't want to be alone, so that sounds good to me. I'm assuming Art has the nicest room.
It's rather Spartan, actually. It's kind
a
of
giant
more of
pool.
like a dorm.
No, that's what Kuba has.
It's
Art
like
has
a
a
very
giant
nice
pool.
dorm. It's got its own. Yeah, it does have its own like waterbed that is a pool. It's rather small. It's just 2,000 square feet. Ow! Fuck cat! Ow! It's my toe.
I mean, what do we do next, though? We're gonna eat. We're gonna drink. Are we just taking the night, or
I
we
mean,
gotta?
there's no rules that say that we can't just sleep in one of these big ass rooms in here if we wanted to. I mean, fuck them.
I want to see the data that they have on their personal devices.
I know. How do we get our hands on it, though?
I mean, can you jailbreak one of these?
Well, the problem is if they have it saved to like the desktop of their personal device, we have to get a hold of the personal device because it's not in the cloud.
Okay, so we're into a heist.
And I think I know just the freaking target. We go after that Kane asshole.
I feel like he already has our number too. Something about him. I don't know. I don't trust him. I feel like he's watching us now.
I don't trust any of them. But
Have you guys been getting any weird messages on your comms?
it wants me to buy more toilet paper. I feel like that's a need for my office. But you know, I've ignored it.
So the
It also shows
hallucination,
me nice rocks every once in a while.
the hallucination I had about my friend, where I saw him bisected. I had an idea that it was a hallucination, so I asked him questions to get him to prove that it was him, and he responded exactly like my friend would, and he had the messages from my comms unit to prove that he was himself.
From your comm unit?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is I don't think our comms are secure.
We also
Well,
all installed that
I
app
don't think
on
that
our
they were
phones.
secure from the moment that we downloaded their app.
Yeah. My point in bringing it
Uh,
up is we got to be careful what we send, and maybe even what we say. Is this fucking thing listening?
oh, it's
Ah!
absolutely listening. Anyway, all this hot garbage aside, they're listening. everything's bad.
Everything's
Ipso
really bad.
facto, everything's really bad. This vacation is the worst vacation. My parents just died. I'm sad.
I am sorry about that.
Well, my dad was an asshole. I'm sad about my mom.
How did they die?
An accident upon approach of a planet. Something in a shield went awry in the atmosphere.
That's awful.
Well, fuck him. I'm sad for her. Ah, are you gonna call Fran? Oh.
All right. So should we ditch our comms though? Should we take them off and leave them somewhere?
Hey, Winnie, you say that. Make me a will save.
Oh God.
More point, you start to say that, and I need you to make me a will save.
Okay. Hold on. I need to consider what I'm going to do here.
Guys, I think we found the tree to bark up.
God, what's the thing that I have? Oh, this. Okay. Here we go. Nope. I'm going to use my alternative outcome. I'm gonna re-roll that. Fuck me. Go ahead.
So you start to sit there, and so you think through your moment and start to say, maybe we should get rid of the communists, and you're like, no, that's ridiculous. It's just a communist. There's nothing wrong with it. And so you opt to then not say, maybe we should keep them behind, because, again, it's just a commie unit. There's been nothing wrong with it. You've had no issues with communications outside of here with it.
You're right. Winnie has her first Schmeagle moment where she's like, is this a problem? No, it's my precious. It's in the computers. Okay. Yeah,
It's in the
so
computer?
let's
Get off me, cat.
so Winnie's like, we should start eating, although she's already like 10 plates deep and she's opening her first little prize from the revolving sushi thing, and it's like a new pop socket for a device.
Are you some sort of like competitive eater? Where you come from? I don't understand.
It's just like I'm
Where
really
do you even
big.
put it? Like you're just super tall and super skinny. I don't even
I know. Yeah, I don't know. I must have a high metabolism. I am hungry all the time.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
I bet
And
if we just put some
sushi's
sugar
delicious.
water out, you would just flock to it.
Oh yeah, I don't drink regular water. It's only nectar for me. That's it.
But as you guys kind of settle in to eat and drink and figure out your plans,
I'm gonna show Winnie sweet tea.
and yeah, the mysteries continue to grow and abound as we bring slowly to an end this 5th day of your vacation here.
On the 5th day.
Again, just going to kind of fast forward through
We
your
ate.
meal and your plans. Go ahead, everybody, as you go to bed in the same place.
Yeah, probably like right here at this rotating buffet that seems to be available all the time. That seems ideal for me.
Restaurants all close at midnight. But yeah, everybody roll me a will save.
God damn it.
But we're all together, Kay.
These are really not going well.
Should we get into plus like 14 for that, right? Uh-oh. 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 I got a 4 in the die. I love that I'm failing these every time.
Wait.
I'm doing
I want to do
okay.
something.
Highest
use-
will in the game, and I fail them every fucking time.
I'm going to use favorable reality.
Okay, to do what?
Well, let's see if I succeed first. So it's 1.5 times my level,
Then
so
I
25.
thought I rewrote this. Because you can do it twice a day now, and it's supposed to be again a spellcaster check, so your level plus your casting ability, not a mysticism check. But what
Is
are you
that
trying to do?
literally just to make it one harder for me or something? Actually, it's the exact same thing.
No, but what are you trying to do?
I am trying to protect us from this curse. I have an idea for it.
Okay. What's your idea? And I'll so I can set the DC.
No, I thought the DC is already set here.
No, because we already talked about changing it so that just depending on what it is you're trying to do, will determine how difficult it is. I thought I
Okay.
updated your thing. I forgot. That's my bad.
This is what I'm going. This is what I want to do.
hmm
Okay. We're all going to bunk down together in like the sitting room of Art's apartment. I'm assuming he has like a penthouse suite here, right? So think sleeping bags and bedtime stories and pillow fights and all that good shit. And then Winnie's going to set up like a little bubble like she can with her infinite worlds. And there's going to be like a sleep story that plays all night inside of the bubble. That's just like distracting us from outside things so we're not hearing weird shit. We're not like being
I
affected
can
by what's
aid
around us.
something in this too. Yeah.
Just
I've got
relaxation.
ooh, I can just dream of home. Throw that out at like into this thing, and like we're all like
Yes.
thinking of like nice thoughts.
Yeah, see? Between Winnie and Art, we can make some kind of happy bubble that protects us all so we can get one good night of sleep from this cursed shit.
I don't think it's possible, but we're gonna do it.
Make your check.
Okay, you said it's caster check plus my level?
Cash level plus ability. Your casting ability.
Oh, I forgot to do the plus 8. So 20.
Can I aid?
No, you cannot aid this because you don't know what she's doing. This is weird witch warfare magic bullshit. Why don't you guys roll? With a 20, I'm going to let you choose two of you. Two people that are not going to have any issues this night with weird dreams.
Kubo.
Okay. So
Kubo gets an automatic.
I'm going
He's
to
not here.
pick. Well, what do we have to roll to save?
We don't know.
We don't know. You're not going to tell me.
Nope, it's more fun this way. I'm terrible and
All
mean.
right. Well, I am going to pick Kubo because he has the lowest will save of all of us, and because he's not here, and I feel like that's fair. And I'm gonna pick myself because like mine's not
Good.
very high
Yeah.
either. So
Be greedy.
Kubo and
Yeah,
myself.
No,
Yeah.
I appreciate that. No, I would have done the same. Mostly
I feel bad
No,
because
I'm kidding.
I feel bad because
Love you,
Art
buddy.
should be slaying all these with a plus freaking 12.
I
and he's
should.
not.
I should.
It's
I
so
should.
bad.
I have failed every one of them almost subconsciously. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's rough.
Yeah, no, it's. I'm mad at myself for not being able to have finished the first one that was impossible. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Doomed.
Oh wait, refreshing tendril. Send something to us? Was it sexy? It was in Twitch.
That
I'm
tendril is
assuming.
so refreshing.
I'm assuming Doge deleted it.
No, I did. They're saying, hey, you can buy viewers. Woo, come here.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I was hoping
nothing
it was
fun.
like some kind of tentacle porn.
Nope. But yeah, so with that, you all kind of bed down in one of your all's bedrooms for the night. And what happens there, where things go, what happens next time as you continue to investigate, we'll pick up next week
Crazy orgy.
as we move into day 6 of your vacation.
What a vacation.
What a vacation it's been.
Yeah. Thanks, Paizo.
Uh,
Never again.
I don't know, like the
alrighty.
CP and then the
Ain't got
destination
no-
are both literally designed as
Don't
you
start
guys
no
go on
jobs.
vacation and shit goes wrong.
Don't go on no vacations. You know what? The best thing you can do is just be a non-dwarven NPC in a Paizo universe.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for playing with me tonight. Thank you guys for watching out there. We will see you all next week with more shenanigans and tomfoolery.
R.I.P. Duragar Creel.
Bye, friends.
Forever in our hearts.
Bye bye.